Hey y'all, it's your girl Liz Marie with Living Color Beauty coming at you with my third episode from my YouTube channel. In this episode, we'll be talking about psychosis and medication. First of all, I want to say welcome to the new year. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021. 2020 was a rough year for me, so I'm glad to be starting the new year off right with you guys with a new episode. So you may be asking yourself, what is a psychosis? Well, a psychosis is a mental disorder characterized from a disconnection from reality, and most of the times the person going through a psychosis doesn't realize that they're having one. So a psychosis means you have hallucinations and delusions, and during my experience with schizoaffective bipolar disorder, I've had 2 psychoses where I've lost touch of reality. My first psychosis happened in 2015 when I was first diagnosed with schizoaffective bipolar disorder. I went on a 2-week fast where I wasn't eating or sleeping. I had just enrolled in a cosmetology school. I was building my portfolio up for grad school to get my MFA in costuming technology. I went on a Daniel's fast. I did not consult with God first to get on this Daniel's fast, and so therefore things went left pretty quickly. After about the 2nd week of not eating or sleeping, that's when I started hearing voices. I had just gave my life over to Christ. And so I was still teeter-tottering between becoming a Muslim or still staying with Christianity. I believed that I was the daughter of Allah or the daughter of Eve. I was later hospitalized for 3 months for my psychosis, and in that sense, I was able to gain my consciousness back. I was on 3 medications, which was Serapil, Risperidone, and lithium. My second psychosis was in 2017. I was binge watching Grey's Anatomy, which is one of my favorite TV shows, and one of the reasons why I stopped watching TV today. The characters in the TV started to come to life. As I would move around in the living room, I noticed that they would stop acting and they would actually follow me. I was ended up hospitalized for that psychosis for about a month, and my medications changed. I was just on Risperidone and Serapil. With being a schizoaffective bipolar disorder, it's very important that you take your medication on a regular basis. I didn't like how those medications were making me feel. I would feel lazy, sedated, wouldn't want to get up for work, would call off often, and wouldn't want to hang around my friends. I would keep my phone on do not disturb and really want to keep to myself. Since my last hospitalization, since I've changed my medications, I'm able to be more active with my friends, want to get out and do more, and I realized the importance of taking my medication on a regular basis. The medications that I'm on now are Ziprasidone and Topramate. I love them. Like I said, I'm able to get up out of bed. I start my morning off with God, and then I take my medication. I take it every day, every morning, every night. Before, I was hell-bent on not taking my medication, but since my last relapse, I realized the importance of taking my medication so that it helps me lead a positive life, that I'm able to get through my diagnosis with schizoaffective bipolar disorder. And with that being said, I'm going to move on to a scripture. So the scripture that I have for us to read today is Proverbs 3:5-12. Trust in God from the bottom of your heart. Don't try to figure out everything on your own. Listen for God's voice in everything you do. Everywhere you go, He's the one who will keep you on track. Don't assume that you know it all. Run to God. Run from evil. Your body will glow with health. Your very bones will vibrate with life. Honor God with everything you own. Give Him the first and the best. Your barns will burst. Your wine vats will brim over, but don't, dear friend, resent God's discipline. Don't soak under His love and correction. It's the child He loves that God corrects, that Father delights in behind all of this. And that scripture was right on time for me, because I used to resent God's correction as a result of being diagnosed with schizoaffective bipolar disorder. I used to think, why me? I used to hate that I wasn't able to drink, wasn't able to smoke, and I had to change my lifestyle around completely. But I realized with this diagnosis that it's made me mature, it's made me highlight the areas in my life that I need to focus on, and make me be a better person overall, instead of always focusing on myself, but how can I help others? And with that being said, that concludes our video on psychosis and medication. I have another video for you next month, and with that being said, have a good night.